Welcome to Star Citizen. There is tremendous amount of information about our ships. There is a lot of weapons we can use, different sizes, different gimbals, different rockets, everything, ship components. And I'm going to try to give a bit of an insight, the difference between the quality of some of these components. For my example, I will be focusing on the shields size 1. I picked 3 of these shields. On the left we have military grade A, in the center we have military grade B, and in the end there on the right we have military grade D. Some of this information is quite straightforward. Of course, the first things we notice are the health pool itself and its regeneration. Then we have the physical absorption, which is in the range somewhere between 50 to 95%. That is why the ballistic weapons can actually bypass the shield. I think it's mostly random how much of it can bypass. Then we have the resistance. The shield offers its self-age pool itself, so it doesn't have any resistance. Resistance would be to certain kinds of damage, where it can withstand. Perhaps some of the mining equipments have this. The damage and downed regeneration delay. So this is when your shield starts regenerating. After it's been totally wiped out, or after it has received some damage, it takes 5 seconds before it can start regenerating. Power draw request time. So this is when the shield starts regenerating. If you start your engine, this should start with your engine pretty much right away. You can shield the shield powering up as well. Next we have power to electromagnetic, decay rate of electromagnetic, those are both signatures, temperature to infrared, which is also a signature. In short, they affect from how far your ship is seen, but they also affect how certain rockets act to you. So if you have a really high infrared signature, heat-seeking rockets will be after you a bit more aggressively. Pretty much the same is with electromagnetic. But with electromagnetic, you can kinda outrange it, so it doesn't really get that good of a lock on you. Same can be said with infrared, but infrared can easily be disrupted by flares. Now we also have Distortion Shutdown damage, which is how much distortion damage it needs to receive before it shuts down, and Distortion maximum reboot time. Now this can vary. If you lay in heavily onto your target, he can actually stay down for quite a bit, and once you stop firing, the countdown should start. This is the maximum time. So if you have received a little damage, the reboot time may be shorter. It also depends how many components are hit, if the power plant is down. If the power plant is most likely down, everything is down. Comparing all of these 3 components, you can understand how much is the difference between the worst and the best, and the second best and the best, to give you a little bit of an insight how this all is different and how it all works. But they do share many different aspects. But let's also compare these to the industrial shields. Same as with the military ones, the one on the left is A, one in the center is B, and one on the right is D. Some of these things do overlap, but some are different. The industrial shields can absorb a lot more physical damage, so that is their, in a way, advantage. Their shields are all pretty much the same. A is pretty much exactly the same to A, B is pretty much exactly the same to B, but they have a small difference in the health pools being weaker or stronger, and the military ones don't get that easily disabled. There also are a few fun twists with the industrial ones, like the grade D having the distortion max reboot time the shortest, while also packing more health than a grade A military one. There are a few other twists with the stealth, civilian, competition. These were just a couple of the examples they would like to bring. Having the military ones doesn't always mean you have the best. What it does mean, you have resilient ones, and that's what I usually go for. Industrial ones usually have the best output, and I have to say I'm not so sure about the shields, but they do offer quite a bit of physical absorption as well. This was just a simple example, but if you really want to go deep, there is so much more information on all of the components, all of the types, all of the grades, and if you truly want, you can pimp your ride out in a ridiculous manner, just with the components that you really need. And I'm also going to leave the link down below, but it's Hercule.games. And if you really wish to get even deeper in this game, I think you can do it there. Anyway, thanks for watching.